2:25 a.m. Saturday, June 29, 2024. So, first off, I'd like to apologize to my day one fans because um, they had this conflicted view in their mindset of how they wish to view me because of previous videos that I've made in the past. And although I introduced myself in a certain manner, they have been able to see my growth, and it's not always pretty, you know. It's not always the accurate depiction of who I am as a person. And I just wanted to make it clear. Hold on, just give me a minute. I have to. All right. Sorry about that. So I have. So yeah, I'd like to apologize to my diehard fans for any miscommunication or misinformation that I've released previously on some of my videos. So yeah. Also, I just want you guys to know that I don't have anything against Miss Homestead. You know, if there is anything that I said that might have been taken out of context, you know, I do apologize for that. So, Miss Homestead, I hope you can disregard any transgressions that you might think I have initiated towards you. But yeah. And I know you guys barely hear me. You can barely hear what I'm saying. But I'm gonna try my best to talk a little bit louder right now. But yeah, it's what else? What else? What else? Well, there's a lot. There's a lot that I want to talk about, you know, and something that I do wish to talk about is let's see, there's so many things that I can talk about right now. Um, what I did tell you that it was gonna get ugly. You know, you can't deny the fact that I did warn you that it was going to get ugly. In terms of how things are set up right now for censorship, and that includes, yeah, anyways. But I do want to apologize to my fans, my white fans, um, because there is a large amount of disinformation, scripted videos that I have made, and that has caused a lot of turmoil, a lot of confusion on where I stand, and things like that. But anything that I've said about black people, you know, I stand by that. I just want to let you know that right now. I don't like black people. I don't get along with black people. And the recent video that I made that said that I had highlighted about how most of these white people have families and friends that are mixed. They didn't take that so kindly. And you will notice that by the large amount of videos that have been made in defense of those people. So there's that, you know, there's there's always that. Um, but that brings us to today's sponsorship. And this video is sponsored by racism. Now, racism is a really large platform that allows you to say anything you'd like without no hold bars. So that is today's sponsorship, and they are a great proponent for advocacy of anything white that you would like to share with others or with the world. And they they have been they're the ones that are funding me, so I gotta give a shout out to them. They are a very long form platform that have that has been outstanding for many years, and I suggest you go check them out. And if you would also like a sponsorship by racism, I'm planning on making some shirts and t-shirts in the near future that gives you the ability to also be a part of that program. So that's it for today's sponsorship. You know, um, they are very helpful for me. They've been helping me for a really long time, and I advocate for their longevity in business, and it really helps me out. It's something you should look into, something you should invest in, because clearly the sponsorship of racism is very beneficial for me and for other people. So, yeah. But anyways, let's continue with the video. So, I told you it was gonna get ugly. There's no denying that. It has been, a very, very bumpy ride, and things have now transpired into something greater, something that, you know, they didn't take it too kindly from my perspective to for me saying all these things, you know. And there are other secrets. There are other things that they don't want me to say. But one thing that I do want to share with you is that when I was younger, I did get molested and raped. And it has, it has caused a lot of trauma for me. Um, when I was in middle school, I was molested by one of my classmates, and I wanted to share this with you because people are defending this community and this city so heavily, but I'm here to tell you that that's what happened to me in this community when I was underage. So I won't name any names. I'll keep that anonymous for now. But that that experience has traumatized me. You know, and I don't wish that on anyone to have someone be molested against their will, against their consent, and these are the type of things that they don't want me to tell you about what's been happening in this community, in this city, and it's something that has affected me my whole life. And till this day, I still am very defensive. I am very militarized because of that. And people always wonder, why am I so serious? Why am I so, you know, it feels like it's dangerous to be around me because I'm always on a defensive mode and for good reason. So anyone that's telling me to let my guard down, or anyone that's telling you to ignore the facts about what happened to me, or anyone that tries to sway your opinion otherwise, and try to throw me under the bus for something that happened to me when I was younger is completely full of shit, and they're fucking lying. They're lying to you, so there's that. But yeah. So I'm not gonna make this a long video. I'm going to end this really abruptly. I just wanted to share a couple of things with you in case you were swayed, in case your opinion was swayed somewhere else, so that you can take partial judgment but not know the full story of what's been going on. So yeah, um, there is um, oh, and also for the very rare Shining Charizard White Hot Flame card. Don't worry, guys. It's in a safe place. It's not getting destroyed. It's not getting bent. It's not. Nothing is happening to that card that I am not aware of. So that's 100% guaranteed. That card is safe with me, and you know I'm going to take care of it as much as possible, as much as I can. So don't worry about the card because I've put it in a safe place, away from getting damaged, or you know. So yeah, in the future I will be opening some more packs of Pokemon cards. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, I mean I do want to talk about the YouTube beef. As you guys already know, there is there is um, indifferences in the YouTube space where YouTubers are constantly attacking each other. YouTubers are constantly going back and forth with one another, and it's not my job to mediate that. I think that YouTube's policy guideline doesn't really uh, alleviate any type of mediative measures to prevent things, or take any preventative measures so that YouTubers, social media influencers aren't constantly clashing with one another. Um, but that's war, you know, that's warfare, and that's war in its essence. And every social media influencer wants to be the top dog. Every YouTuber wants to be at the top. All these people are constantly at each other's necks and throats to try to be at the top and stay at the top. Um, so there's that. And also, I did receive a comment on one of my videos earlier today. It was some black guy or some black dude. He was like trying to be really offensive, like microaggression. But if you find out who that person is, um, just tell them to fuck off. You know, I don't have time for that shit. You know, if you wanna check out my videos, that's fine. But I'm not gonna tolerate that type of bullshit. Um, Especially coming from a black person in the black community. And I know who that person is, so I guess you can say that person was stalking me, which is very weird. A lot of black people stalk me, you know. They try to know where I live, try to know what I do, all these different things. And then the police don't do shit about it. The government kind of does something about it. But I'm bringing it to light so that my fans can do something about it. You know, whether you beat the guy up or whether you know, just do something. Um, anything else? Anything else? Let's see. Let's see. Oh, I wanted to share this with you guys. Give me a minute. See if I can find it. Uh, yeah, here it is. So this right here is the equivalent of $10,000. So not only is the Pokemon card that I have worth around $13,000, but this is the first generation Jurassic Park watch, and there's only a handful of these. And from what I've seen online, this costs at least $10,000 as well. So I am now $20,000 in. So plus that the some of the reverse hollows and some of the very rare Pokemon cards that I had, so it'll be like close to $23,000, 25-ish thousand dollars. So that's how much I'm worth right now. In terms of that, I do have other money that I've invested, but as far as that goes, you know, I'm $25,000 in. So that's good. That's good for me. Um, Anything else that I'd like to share? Um, there's a lot of things that I want to say about different YouTubers on YouTube, but I know that if I say something about them, you know, they would they would get all bunched up in their they'll get their panties in a bunch up their ass. And you know, I'm not gonna comment on what other YouTubers are saying about me and in painting me in a bad light, because if I rebutted, if I had a rebuttal and said things, if I were to say the same things or possibly even worse about the YouTubers or social media influencers or any other celebrity out there saying things about me, they would their whole shit would just shut down. They'd probably lose followers. They'd probably lose subscribers. You know, so I'm not gonna say anything about that. I'm not gonna talk about that. You know, you guys can keep on doing what you do, make your uploads here and there, whatever. Doesn't matter. Also, I'd like to point out that when I was in middle school, they would drug me without my consent, and they've been drugging me uh, without my consent up until, I guess you can say, this year, until I found out exactly what they've been doing. So those are the type of things that they don't, you know, want me to tell you, because they want to keep on painting me as the villain, as the bad guy, as the monster. Um, but I have been, uh, uh, you know, they've been drugging me since middle school, and it wasn't up until recently that I found out what they were actually doing to me. So I don't know if like that can be a thing to take to court. I don't know if I could sue the city, you know. I don't know if I could sue this city for everything it's got, all the money that's allocated in the city because of that. But once I start allocating my resources and my money, I am gonna get a lawyer to help me figure out what I can do to get my payback from what this community has done to me. So there's that, and there's other people that are on my side. You know, right now they're investigating so many things that have happened in this city alone. You know, that went unaccounted for a very long time, very long time. So there's that. Um, you know, the Santos family is not a good family. They are irreprehensible. You know, they are the lowest of the lowest scum on earth, and they're gonna continue living the way that they live their lives because I guess that's how they like to live their lives. But that's something that I did want to talk about as well. Let's see. I will be making a video tomorrow, so I'm gonna be live streaming tomorrow as well. Um, you know, I've been exercising, working out, getting fit. I've been focusing on myself mainly, and in the near future, we'll see what happens with everything that's been going on. You know, because there's still people out here that think that I don't know what's going on, and there's still people out here that are making microaggressions and macro transgressions towards me. So there's that, and yeah, I don't know if I have. Is there anything that I left out? Uh, I don't think I left out anything. I mean, there's a lot of things that I want to talk about. Um, I did have something in mind other than the topics that I discussed right now. What was it? What was it? Um, yeah, I mean, you know, I have this platform now for some reason. The reason that I started uploading videos is not to get recognition, is not to become famous. It wasn't to garner attention from, the mass population, but that's just what happened. I was able to get a lot of attention, and I guess people liked what I was doing, what I was uploading. So they took an interest into my life and what I do on a daily basis. So I don't want people to be out there like thinking like, oh, he's just doing this for fame. I don't want people to start thinking like um, that they should attack me because I think that I'm trying to take or I'm trying to topple them from their high influence or mass amount of people that they've influenced. I don't want people to think like, oh look, he's trying to take our subscribers, he's trying to take our followers. That's not what I started out with in the beginning of creating this channel. Although it transpired into something bigger, and that is the case now, where I kind of have to defend myself, and I kind of have to, uh, gain some sort of recognition. That wasn't the plan from the beginning. The plan of making this channel for myself was so that I can have a journal where I can show my progress or record my progress in life. And anyone that tells you otherwise is fucking lying to you. So yeah, um, you know, it's now that I have this money, now that I have these investments that I've made, people are starting to feel a certain type of way. Some people support it, some people are jealous, some people just don't care, and that's fine. But you know, it's like they don't want to see me. It's like most of these people don't want to see me have a lot of money because then it paints them in a bad light because everything that they've said up until now can be completely shut down because you know now I have more value in terms of money, in terms of finances, and for them to hear me say that I have $10,000, $20,000, it really irks them and it makes them upset because they tried so much to take uh, so many things away from me that they're like, oh, I can't believe he's winning. How is this person so lucky? How is it that he made this much money in so little time? And that's just how things go. You know, it wasn't my intention to um, garner a large sum amount of money in so little time. You know, and if you feel some type of way because I do have a lot of money now, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I don't. It's not my responsibility to share my money with you. It's not my responsibility to give you my money. You know, um, it's not my responsibility to share my fame, my fortune with you. I work hard to get to where I am today, and for you to try to topple that and take that from me. Um, it tells a lot about your character, not about mine. You know. So yeah, there's always that, and like I said, the YouTuber fights that are going on is it's really ugly. You know, we even see it on a political stage and things like that. And there's many more secrets that I will share in the future with you, and that's solely dependent based on how I'm treated in the future, in the near distant future. So if you wish to keep on attacking me, that's fine. But if I eventually get to a point where I become really influential and I'm making a ton of money, don't be surprised when I don't do any collaborations with you or any type of investments at all. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, I just wanted to um, come on here and share my thoughts about how I feel on all the things that have been going on recently. And yeah, you know, um, in the past, when they were sort of in control of what they wanted me to believe in, what they wanted me to, uh, how they wanted me to think, it has now crumbled for them, you know, and now all they're trying to do now is do damage control, which is done by their hand, not mine. So anything you hear that might be misinformation or might be true, it's most likely because they're trying to do damage control to sway the opinion of the public, to make them look, make them seem like they're not the bad guys or they didn't do what they did, which in fact they did do what they did. And you doing damage control is kind of guilty by um, association to that. I'm not sure how the term goes. Um, Basically, like they're guilty, and in order to sway the public's opinion to make it seem like they're not guilty, they have to do some sort of damage control, whether it be through disinformation or through subtle truths hidden with a little bit of lies. You know, that's just how it is. Um, so I do expect some type of compensation from all this that has happened. Otherwise, I'm going to continue talking about what I talk about. I'm going to continue doing what I do, and no one can stop me. There's no one that can tell me, you know, to not talk about these things or to not have the freedom to think for myself, independently from anyone else telling me otherwise. So I'll leave you with that. Um, have a good night. Have a good rest of your Saturday. And I will see you tomorrow. You know, I will be live streaming tomorrow. So, yeah. Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate all the positive fans that have supported me throughout this time. And, you know, as always, share, like, and subscribe, I guess. In the future, I will be doing merch, you know, and it's not the merch that you think it will be. It's going to be sponsored by racism. So, you know, that product, the product that I will be making, uh, is going to be sponsored by racism. And since they don't want to give me any other sponsorships, then I'm going to make my own sponsorship, and I'm going to be sponsored by racism and segregation. So, thank you all for joining, and I really appreciate the good commentary that has been said about me. I'm glad you guys enjoy the music that I put out. You know, it's gotten millions of views on different channels. Um, I'm glad you guys like the content videos that have been created, that I have helped create. Those have also gained hundreds of thousands and millions of views. So I'm glad you enjoy all of the things that I've constructed in video format for the YouTube platform. And in the near future, you know, I'm going to be very successful. And nothing you do or say can stop that, although that's what you wish to happen. It's not actually in your favor currently. So, you know, I do plan on doing a future collaboration, not with any influencer, not with any social media influencer or anything like that. I might get someone random to join me on these videos, whether that be a woman, you know, a girl or a man. Um, but in the future distance, in the distant future, I will be doing a collaboration with a woman. So stay tuned for that, because you're not going to want to miss it. Believe me. Other than that, you know, that's pretty much it. I thank you for joining. You know, I'm always glad that people join these live streams that I make. And I will see you at another time. I will talk to you some other time. Right now, I'm gonna get ready for bed because I am really, really tired and I have no energy for anything at all. So, once again, thank you. Thank you for joining me. And I'll see you tomorrow, I guess. I have really low energy right now, So tomorrow the energy might be different. It depends. It's dependent on how I feel. So right now I'm super tired and I barely have energy to make this video. But I'm glad that you were able to join me. The current time, I don't know what time it is. Um, I would say it's like around 3 o'clock in the morning by now, almost four. So um, yeah, I'll leave you with that and have a good night.